Get ready for dictation, please. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, I rise to participate in the Textile Undertakings, Nationalization Laws Amendment and Validation Bill 2014, which is preceded by an ordinance. In the year 2011, the Supreme Court held that it was preposterous for the NTC to claim to be government's agent and ordered its eviction from a prime 2.5-acre plot in Mumbai. The NTC has lost land on similar grounds elsewhere also and has placed other Sikh mills on tenanted land at risk. By dint of rent control laws, the Sikh textile units were evicted through legal procedures, and it was felt imperative to restore the right of the government on leasehold lands in order to protect the huge public investment and the interest of the workers. The bill also states the reversing of the effect of judicial pronouncements that made a distinction between NTC and the government. The legislation now makes it clear that NTC only holds the land as a custodian for the center and thus reverses the effect of judicial pronouncements that make a distinction between NTC and the government. Many of my esteemed colleagues have already participated in the debate on this issue. I do not want to repeat the argument advanced by them. As we all know, NTC was established in 1968 for managing the affairs of Sikh textile undertakings in the private sector taken over by the government. In 1974, all these units were nationalized, and later 3 acts for nationalization had been enacted to save our nationalized assets from being plundered. Textiles are a part of our country's heritage. Textiles could be traced back to the Indus Valley civilization when homespun cotton was used for weaving of clothes. So, textile is as old as India itself as a nation. By all accounts, on one hand, we must preserve the right of the government on leasehold, and on the other hand, we have to be careful that those leasehold lands under the custody of the government should not be given to any private organization or should not be used for any ulterior motives, because now we are in the age of Adanis and Ambanis. The Adani syndrome is very much evident in our country. So we need to be careful of it. In so far as textile industry is concerned, we know that in the wake of the year 1995 multi-fiber regime was done away with, and we had to face the competitive environment in the global arena. Since liberalization of Indian economy in 1991, India has been witnessing phenomenal growth in the textile sector. We are earning 4% of GDP, 14% of industrial production, 17% of foreign earnings, and 35% of our employment from this segment. In textile sector, we have many advantages and disadvantages, towards which I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister. India has been ranked second globally in the textile export. In China, the cost of labor has been increasing. In Bangladesh, which is another competitor of India in textile sector, compliance of international loans is not being maintained. So naturally, India has a big opportunity in view of its relative advantage. At the same time, there are reports suggesting that Indian garment exporters are facing steep competition from China and other neighboring countries, especially when it comes to exporting to the European Union. Under the generalized scheme of preference, it allows developing countries like Bangladesh to pay less or no duties on their exports to European Union. Besides, the European Union has recently given special preference to imports from Pakistan, allowing it duty-free access into 27 markets while withdrawing concessions to several Indian goods including textiles. Has the ministry taken cognizance on this issue? What kind of action has been taken by this government to protect our export in the global arena? The textile and clothing has a dynamic effect on our economy, both in short term and long term. It gives income, it gives opportunity, and it gives jobs, and in the long run it also strengthens our sustainability of economy. I come from a state called West Bengal, which is known as the largest jute producing state in the country. I would simply like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister that in West Bengal now jute industry is facing a severe uncertainty. A number of jute mills are going to be closed. Lakhs of jute mill workers are being retrenched. A few days ago, the workers, out of rage, killed the CEO of a jute mill named Northbrook Jute Company Limited. Sir, I would like to appeal to the Honorable Minister that the government should also look into the plight of the weavers and cotton growers. They are also sufferers. Though that is not directly within the purview of this bill, I hope the government will also look into that aspect. Finally, the intention may be good, but given the policy thrust of this government on privatization and disinvestment, we have some serious concerns and apprehensions.